What's going on, guys? This is Hermit Ernest back at you guys with another video, and today we're going to be looking into my entire progress with prep so far. This is going to be all the way from June of last year into December, and then we're going to go week by week from there, just to get the video out a little bit faster, because from June to December has been documented on IG. Follow the IG if you guys haven't. You guys can check that for consistent progress, but I want to show you guys 2024 and how the progress has been so far. So and giving you guys a realistic goal of like what you can achieve with a weight loss journey. So especially if you're trying to prep for getting lean to get on stage. So let's just get right into it, guys. So in June of 2023, I decided to get a coach, go full-time into bodybuilding, drop powerlifting, and just send it. So this was my starting point, and this is what got me strong. Just pretty much not really caring so much about the diet, but so much more on the strength aspect of things. And I got super strong for it. Just to give you guys some numbers, I hit a 555 pound squat before I stopped. That was my last peaking block. A 405 bench and a 615 pound deadlift, which is all documented on IG as well. Make sure you guys follow. But yeah, I got super strong just sticking to whatever I wanted to eat pretty much. But yeah, going into full-time bodybuilding, we had to obviously get rid of this. So that being said, we dropped some weight, 30 pounds in fact. I was about 214 here minimum. So, and then by the end of December, we got to, I believe this was the 180s actually, because we just did a powerlifting meet in December. So I had to get down to 181 pounds just to step on the platform. So yeah, this was right around Christmas time. And yeah, this has been the journey thus far. Not bad progress at all, but obviously we're still continuing bodybuilding, so we're going to get even leaner than this. So let's get into how this prep has been. Real quick, let me just preface that I did go into a bulk from January on to about, last week. So I just finished my bulking period, and it's been a successful bulk. Very, very lean. I definitely gained some tissue, try to lose some fat in the process, and I will show you guys that whole entire journey. So once again, this is going into 2024 as of right now. So let's get into it. So the first check-in comes from January 11th. This is after the holidays were over. Me and coach decided, we're going to take a little break from dieting, a little diet break, just to make sure I was eating good on the holidays and just maintaining a decent physique in the process. So this is the first check-in after the holidays that we did, January 11th. And as you guys see, we are sitting in a pretty decent spot going into prep. But the main thing I wanted to focus on with the bulk is definitely gaining more mass, and I'm pretty sure that's what coach wanted as well. So we're going to get into that in a second. But not bad. Definitely can work on that back double right there, but anyway, that's not the point. That's checkpoint number 1 right here. I'll try to add the pounds too that I weighed in on each check-in, but it'll be somewhere on the screen for you guys, so you guys can have a accurate reading. But this was week number 2. Still not in a bad position. Definitely just working on things. Now week number 3, you're definitely still not seeing any crazy improvements. The bulk just started, but still maintaining a decent physique, but still not bad. The main thing I want you guys to focus on looking into like how we're improving so far is definitely the back, getting the taper in right here, and then the front as well. I really want you guys to pay attention to the front, because that's something we definitely want to improve on, especially in the abdomen, because for me, it's just going to take a lot of conditioning just to see the abs in the first place, because I just naturally never really had them. But that's going to be the main thing. So coming off of the bulk, you're going to see a big difference into the midsection for sure. All right, let's skip ahead a little bit. So we're gonna go to week number 5. Now, week number 5, I definitely start seeing the weight come up a little bit. Like I said, I'll have it on the screen for you guys, but the weight definitely started coming up a little bit. I was definitely feeling good on the bulk. Tapers definitely coming in. Back is growing a little bit, and doing some mandatories here. I start checking in with more mandatories so we can see the definite progress. And yeah, I just start feeling a little better here as far as getting the conditioning in that I really wanted to see on the bulk. And by no means is it stage ready, but just the conditioning, meaning I'm gaining the size that I wanted to see. Now we're going to skip ahead 2 more weeks. So this is going to be week number 7. Week number 7, I'm still not seeing exactly what I wanted to. So me and coach had a conversation, and we start dialing things back a little bit, especially with the bulk being present towards the end of February, week number 7 or 8. Now this is where the bulk start getting very interesting, because this is where things start tapering down as with the weight coming up for my reps and sets. So I started feeling a lot better as far as my gym performance, as well as the way I was looking on the bulk. So these are the check-in photos where I start really feeling confident in how the progress was going. And all it took was a little adjustment in calories, and mainly the training performance. So trying to find an easy balance. And what I mean by that, guys, is like, if your calories are up, right, your training performance is up, meaning you're pushing more weight in the gym, and that's going to be a direct correlation to your physique as well. And this is when I really started feeling confident in the bulk itself. Yeah, as you guys see, the taper is definitely coming in comparison to the first week's photos. And I attest this to just the gym performance, like I was saying. Like, definitely filling out spots that needed to be filled out, especially on a deep cut like we were. I was feeling a lot better at this point in time. And it only got a little better from here. So this is going to be getting into March 8th, where we definitely started seeing some mass improvements. So coach said this is my best check-in so far. He was really happy with this, and I'm very happy with this, honestly, because you start seeing the leaning out on the bulk, meaning I'm still doing fasted cardio 7 days a week. Almost 7 days a week. Might as well just round it up to it's pretty much every day of some type of cardio, whether I'm getting my steps in or I'm doing some form of fasted cardio. I'm always doing cardio every single day. So start leaning out, start filling in spots that needed to be filled in, and just start feeling better about the bulk. Calories are still pretty, I'm not going to say they're too high. They start tapering down the more we were on the bulk, just to make sure it was like as lean as possible, because your body starts adapting to the calories you're getting, right? So we start tapering off the calories 100 at a time when the weight was just going up a little too high. And this is the result of it, guys. Like, definitely feeling good about this check-in. The hamstrings are definitely coming in, the taper's coming in, abs are starting to show a lot more, even on the bulk, and the mandatories are just looking better overall. And as you see, the taper is definitely coming in comparison to the first weeks. And if I can put it side by side, I'll show you guys like week one of this year versus this newest check-in right here, when I start feeling very confident on just everything. Back's coming in. Yeah, just everything's coming in how it should be on the bulk. And last but not least, this is this week's check-in. This week's check-in was so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I felt a little bloated in these photos, and me and coach have a conversation about it. And this is the absolute last day of the bulk that I'm checking in with, and we're done. We're done, guys. So the taper, like I said, still coming in. Still have a lot of fat to lose, but we just came off a bulk, so that's obvious. And yeah, there it is, guys. This is the final result of where we were, or where we are now versus where we started. And all it took was fine adjustments just making sure calories were in place, training was in place, and making sure to just dial everything in. So the key takeaway with this, guys, is if you have anything stopping you from training the way you need to, whether it be calories or the reps and sets aren't getting the job done of what you need, make sure you're adjusting every single time. Stagnation is something very fearful in the bodybuilding community, powerlifting community, doesn't matter. Fitness in general, nobody wants to be stagnant. So definitely make sure you're changing variables where they need to be changed. And yeah, this is pretty much how we're looking right now. So far, so good, guys. And like I said, I'll throw in some before and afters so you guys can see where we started on the bulk to where we are today. And now we're about to get deep into this cut, guys. So I'm excited. So with that being said, guys, just make sure you are, like I said, paying attention to your training, taking progress photos, because these weekly photos, you can't really tell the difference between weeks 1 and weeks 2 and weeks 3. But once you see weeks 1 to 4, that's when the drastic difference can change. So even if your changes are monthly based on your performance or just how you're appearing in your photos, that can be a great benefit going into the next phase of whatever you're doing. Whether it be a cutting phase or a bulking phase, it will definitely help drastically. So make sure you're doing your due diligence and documenting everything, guys, especially training. We'll get into a training log in another video, because that can be a whole video by itself. But pretty much the main takeaway is document every single part of your journey. That way you can track how you're feeling and just keep progressing, guys, because like I said, stagnation sucks. So that's really all I got for you guys. Yeah, bulk has been successful. I'm ready to start cutting very hard. I'm ready to really start pushing this cut and get dialed in, because right now we got 12 weeks and I'm ready to get shredded, bro. I've never been shredded in my life. So outside of me, joining the Marine Corps and just being emaciated in boot camp, other than that, that's been about it. So I'm ready to start pushing a lot further. So if you guys like this, make sure you give a thumbs up, make sure you like it, make sure you guys sub if you haven't already. But 11 weeks out next week for the next video, and I hope you guys have a good day. Be prepared for more in the series, guys. I'll see y'all later.